are planning to build an enormous amount of new power plants that the customers will have to pay for 45 years and will cost all in to build $50 to $60 billion. The quote downward pressure agreement, which again means very little. It means something, but very little in terms of actually what your bill looks like, are for 3 years. The contracts that have been entered so far, some are under the quote unquote rule put into place by the PSC, which is exactly what this bill is. This bill is the rule Georgia Power put in place at the PSC that ensures that they still have all the latitude to charge all the customers for the massive cost of building power plants for tech billionaires if the data centers don't come or don't stay. And in the process, Georgia Power makes billions of dollars. So, I know it's confusing, but let me recap. Customers will be on the hook for $50 to $60 billion for 45 years. The downward pressure thing is for 3 years. The contracts that Georgia Power currently has, not all of them are even under this window dressing rule. Those that are last at most 15 to 20 years, at most. Let me repeat, we will be paying for this for 50 to 60 years. And that is what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. You have to have a contract to make these tech companies pay for 50 to 60 years to actually cover the customers. Otherwise, the customers bear all the risk that after their contracts run out in fifth will stay. And we will be paying for the $50 to $60 billion for another 30 years. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, for whom we are building data centers along with Zuckerberg and all the rest, are already talking about putting data centers in space. No one was even talking about this stuff 3 years ago. And now we are literally doubling the size of our grid and the amount of power that we can produce for these companies, not requiring them to pay for any of it past 15 years, and making sure that if it all doesn't work out the way Georgia Power is telling everyone, that there's someone there to pick up the pieces and pay the bill, just like Vogel.